Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back again, guys. Today's topic is nothing. Anyway.
Really? Today's topic is something.
Nothing.
The Marshawn Lynch, back to the Marshawn Lynch story. They're still right now talking about whether or not he's going to sign to a team later. Last updates that we had for him was that from his agent saying that he hasn't talked to him about anything. Last time we checked that he was in Canada. Marshawn Lynch was in Canada somewhere on vacation somewhere. So his agent hasn't talked to him. But it's clear to see that now Marshawn Lynch is now in Oakland at the training camp right now doing a meeting with the managers and everybody else. So more updates for that one.
Let's talk about this running back situation with Adrian Peterson and the Patriots, which he did go see, but did not leave with a deal, which is kind of obvious. Why is that?
Well, I have to say that, the Patriots has always been a pass-first team. They really haven't had a real dynasty of a running game. If you clearly see from past back in the days, from the past 12 years, when have you ever heard about the Patriots running game besides Tim Hightower running with them?
Been a minute.
Exactly. So,
but you go to the top team and not get signed?
Well, we don't know if he's not going to get signed yet or not.
He left there without a deal.
Well, he might have left without a deal, but that don't mean he can't sign a deal with them.
Yeah, but he want to go to a team where he can get some yardage.
Well, Washington is still open. The Cowboys are set at running game. The Eagles are still wide open.
Yeah.
The Giants are still wide open.
Yeah.
You got people like the Jaguars are still wide open. And what Tampa Bay is doing right now is phenomenal. They still need a running game.
It's a lot of teams that don't need running games.
So you still, I'll always say, there's a lot of things going on. But this Richard Sherman thing, is really getting a lot of publicity right now with his trade rumor. At first they said on the market that he wasn't going to get traded.
But now it's real.
It's real.
It's real.
I don't know
what he wants. The Patriots want him. And they're talking about trading for him.
The Patriots going to give up somebody good for that.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Who are they going to give up?
Well, last time I checked, they was giving up. They're going to have to let go one of their best players just to get him.
Now, if I was the case, and if it was for me, and I'm only just speaking for the Redskins topic, the Redskins need a person that can withstand that left side, that right side.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's out there, but it's going to bring too much controversy, too much drama. Now, I know Redskin fans are out there talking about maybe we should go get Richard Sherman while the trade deal is still open for him. But, and out of all seriousness,
his ego will mess him up.
Not even just the ego, it'd be drama here in Washington, which was already drama here in Washington with the whole Scott McLaughlin firing.
Yeah, and I like to say congratulations to Patrick Ewing for taking the coaching job at Georgetown.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing did take the Georgetown University. Oh, by the way, Patrick Ewing was not at the Charlotte Hornets game last night, which is kind of ironic that he was on the bench with them. Patrick Ewing was on the bench as one of the coaching staffs for the Charlotte Hornets, but was not present at the game at all, period, last night, though. So, more ups for, we want to see how that's going to play out for the rest of the season.
Taking his first coaching gig.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. I hope
he's going to have much success. I believe he's going to have much success over there. Yeah. He's going to have a lot of success. Georgetown is not a bad team. Georgetown has never been a bad team. They just had, some problems with making the Final Four. Or they had problems getting back to the tournament.
They had problems in the upper room.
Hey, a lot of ups to them.
Yeah.
But you got to still see with the more controversy that's coming about with them, with Georgetown right now getting them, they're starting to giving the starting gig to Patrick Ewing. What can that say for the rest of the team?
Ewing, not Union.
Patrick Ewing, you know what I mean? Patrick. I'm gonna call him Patrick. Ewing, all the same thing. Everybody called him Ewing. Perry Brooks called him.
Klay Thompson scored 41 points last night in the 12th win with the Warriors.
Well, the Wizards, the Wizards won last night. We said that on the last one. Big ups to the Wizards last night. In case everybody wasn't following that game.
Then the game to see is the Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. That's the game to see.
Well, we're going to have to see about that one. But once again, we was not able to go live with after the NCAA championship game, though. But
work schedules.
This is our work schedule. But
work schedule.
Big ups to the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels did make it, and they did win.
Other opportunities.
They did win. Big ups to them. They win.
Yeah.
It was a big game. They came down to the last final seconds with 4 turnovers at the end of the game to win it out. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. It was 3 turnovers that led them out to the win, and it was their season to win.
Yeah, it was a good game all around for both teams.
Because
really, nobody really expected to have Gonzaga get that far.
But it was a low-scoring game.
Yeah, what you expect?
It was a very low-scoring game. I was thinking it was going to go to the 80s and to the 90s. No. But that was a very low-scoring game. But the teams both played out-of-control basketball, though. I wouldn't say out-of-control basketball, though, but, it was a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers.
That was a defensive-ass game going back and forth.
It was. But it was a lot of fouls, a lot of penalties.
It was a hell of an ass game, though. It came down to the last wire.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to say turnover, but it was a lot of turnovers in that game. And hear from Dustin.
You want to hear from you?
I was right to say that. I believe I shouted that out Sunday night when we went live on Sunday night during the WrestleMania. That I thought the Tar Heels was going to pull it out. I really thought they were going to pull it out.
It came down to the wire.
It did. And I thought it was going to be a close game, too, because with Gonzaga out there and...
I wanted to go in overtime, but it didn't go in overtime.
They had the chances to go to overtime, though, but, Gonzaga came out there. One of their star players got hurt on the court.
They gave it up.
And, yeah, it gave out on them. But, honestly, I believe that they have a chance to come back next year, play it out again. I don't foresee the Tar Heels. I foresee the Tar Heels making it to the Final Four, but I think they're going to have a Villanova season like they did this year.
Next year?
Yeah, next season.
I don't know. We're going to probably see 2 whole new teams next year.
Maybe. But
this year, next year, I'm going with the underdogs.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm going with the underdogs.
I would, too, because of the fact about it is how the underdogs played this year.
Yeah, I'm going with that. Well, actually, there's a lot of people coming out for the draft, like Fox, Ball, and all them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see what they're gonna do in the NBA draft and what teams they go to.
Oh, big ups to I want to throw this out there. Connect Like Minds is video is tonight. I want to give y'all the chance to look into that. It'll be on YouTube tonight. If you go to Connect Like Minds. Watch that video. She's having a very special guest on there from the Little Big Shots that Steve Harvey was hosting on the show.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the little kids from there is going to be on the show. I forgot his name. I think it's Emmanuel or something. But stay tuned for that later on tonight around 9 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. 7 to 8 tonight. Stay tuned in for that one. Also, too, is we're going to give a shout-out to, what else is going on in the world right now?
Baseball.
Oh, the Nationals won their first game of the season a couple days ago. So, big ups to the Nationals. Baseball season has just kicked off, so stay tuned because we will be going live with baseball updates and everything else like that too as well. We just all got to stay tuned for it.
Stay tuned. Be soon.
Well, we're going to give the audience out there a chance to give us some questions or comments. If there's none in the next 2 minutes, we're going to cancel our... We're going to
everyone know your takes on Tony Romo Do he get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
Well,
And about his retirement.
Well, as Skip Bayless said earlier,
No.
it's just going to be a question mark on his career.
Yeah, because he didn't really accomplish anything.
There's a big question mark on his career right now. As the fact of the matter is how do you leave? How did you leave? And you left the big question mark up there as to what team could you go to? What team can you not go to?
True.
There's plenty of teams out there that could probably go out there and come grab them and snatch them up, but are you willing to play backup to get the starting job? Go out there and show them off and show that you can do it, or would you?
Right now, you got Chicago needs a quarterback.
Yes, they did, Dustin. Patrick Ewing is the new head coach of Georgetown University, so we have a big name star here in the DMV area. In case you all didn't know what the DMV area is, DC, Maryland, and VA. Well, DC just got a big ups.
Oh, we didn't know that.
I'm just saying for people that's out there that don't know what the DMV stands for, that's what it stands for. You could debate with me that all day long. But if people don't know it, I got to telegraph to tell them what they need to know.
Telegraph?
You know what I meant.
Telegraph.
I got to tell them what they need to know.
You got this one telegraph?
Yeah, I got telegraph.
Oh, shit.
Well, we ain't talking about you, Dustin. Sorry about that. Not sorry. Why am I sorry about it? We ain't talking about you. We talking about the fans that's out there. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about fans that's out there.
Talking about Tiger Woods in the golf tournament. He ain't never been the same since then.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods he wasn't the same after that scandal that he went through. He's going for his 35th gold jacket or something like that in years.
Yeah, and other news, MMA news.
Conor McGregor and his Floyd Mayweather fight might just happen, but there's still money issues that's going on right now with that contest right now. So stay tuned for that. We'll brief y'all as much information as we get off that fight too. So don't go too far about it. We will give y'all updates on that as well too. I see that I believe Mayweather don't want that fight. I don't think he really want that fight.
Scared.
I mean, if he's scared, just say go to church.
I mean, no.
Well, then why are you backing down for Conor McGregor? He's an MMA fighter. If you think you could beat him in the ring, then go try it.
Because one, here's the situation. One can take punches, one can't.
One dodges punches and one doesn't.
No.
Look, the name of the game is don't get hit.
But you still get hit. We'd rather be like it than that.
That's true, though.
That, hit something.
That may well be true, though. But the name of the game is don't get hit.
Okay. Motherfuckers, they want to impress me.
Oh, we have a comment from David Elliott. What's up, bro? He will go after him. That running won't work.
Yeah.
Hey, look. I mean, running would not work for him. I mean, I think Conor McGregor wants to put him in the ring. Get him in the ring and show off his boxing skills, though. But one is an MMA fighter. One is like a kickboxer kind of fighter.
Yeah, mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
it was his own.
And one is a boxer. But they put that together.
You want to press me?
They put that together in the UFC all the time. Yeah. A boxer and a kickboxer.
Yeah, but put Mayweather in the boxing in the MMA. I guarantee he won't last.
If Mayweather comes to if Mayweather comes over to the UFC or MMA, he will get knocked out all the time.
He's good as grass.
He will get knocked out. He would not last that long in an MMA fight.
No, that sure not won't.
He won't last unless you train him up to be an MMA fighter. But he's already too old.
Yeah, he's too old, but he ain't got no legs.
From Dustin, you won't. I already did. You know,
he will get an MMA. What am I doing about my legs?
I mean,
strong shit up here, weak all at the bottom.
I mean, I'm just saying it like this though. When it comes down to a challenge, you got to go out there and do it. Yeah. Exactly, choke out, no ground game. for David Elliott. I mean, there won't be no ground game because one, I don't think Mayweather has a ground game. Two,
Ground game.
I don't think Mayweather has.
He just got stick and move.
But if you don't get hit, then what's the difference?
Yeah, but when somebody really hit your ass, then what? You gonna be shocked.
Well, I think people that have tried to hit him, but he too fast. Big ups to Mayweather though. He is like the smartest boxer out there.
Yeah, the smartest boxer, but he gets tired quick too.
That is true too though. But Mayweather has lasted 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor only lasts 5.
Okay.
5-minute round.
Okay, you want to run around the ring? I'm gonna chase your ass around the ring till your ass get tired.
I mean, I'm just saying though. Mayweather knows how to play the fight card. He knows how to play that card down pat. Yeah. If you think about it,
if you ain't got to pay up that referees and the time people,
hey, it don't matter. I mean, but you got to think about it.
Money talk, bullshit walks.
It does. But how much?
At the day, bullshit talks, money walks.
Hey, look, check this out. All I'm gonna say is like this: if you're a man that don't get hit and you still got a brain to use it, even though last couple episodes, I just said it.
See, like they say, he's a great counter style boxer.
That is true too.
But he's not actual straight up boxer.
Hey, look, I don't think he can take the pound for pound. No, he's not a pound for pound boxer. He's a defensive boxer.
He'll be like his father.
But he's a pound for pound boxer. He's not a great pound for pound boxer. He can't go in the ring and just go boom, 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 boom. I can go straight up with you. No, I believe that the best of the best pound for pound boxer was Muhammad Ali, and he is now passed away. And
Mike Tyson.
That is too. Mike Tyson too as well. One of the greats.
That's a motherfucking animal.
Hey, Mike Tyson stood you up, straight up, tall. He psyched you out before the fight even begun. But we're going to take comments from Dustin. Mayweather is that runs the ring. He would get crushed in the UFC. He's a defensive boxer. He doesn't do... Oh, well... Everybody knows he's a defensive boxer. But defensive boxing is what leads him to wins. So how can you counteract the defensive...
Actually, that's not really fighting.
That is fighting.
That's not. This is defending yourself.
But if you tap him, if you can hit the person don't hit you, that's smart boxing.
That's defending yourself.
We're going to have another comment for David Elliott. Ali would take a beating for rounds, then decide it was time to knock you down. To knock you out. Yeah, that is true too. But...
I just hit you with the fake out.
Yeah, dance for a couple minutes and then that'll be it. But you got to think about this one too, though. Mayweather, that pound for pound boxing.
After a while, you're going to get tired of holding your hands up like this.
That pound for pound boxing that Mayweather does not have, Conor McGregor has. Conor McGregor will get in a fight with you and try to fight you. He can't go up against the likes of him. Two lightweights like that, it just don't mix. I think Mayweather is scared because he'll take his first loss. Yeah, everybody said that about the Manny Pacquiao fight, but if you look at the fight though, and I had to go back and look for my, I got to look at it for myself too as well. He really never hit him.
It was paid off.
He never hit him. It don't matter if it was paid off or not. He still never. He swung and missed a lot of hits, a lot of counteracting. That that you were swinging all day long, but you didn't get knocked out though. But you took a beating. If you look at the fight, look who was more beaten up than the other person. Pacquiao was more beat up than Mayweather was. And each and every last one of his fights, Mayweather only had probably 2 cuts? Maybe a bruised eye? That was it?
I think the only person that gave us a go was what was the fight he had?
We're going to take a comment poll while you think about that answer. That's being a playground.
Don't hit me. No.
That's being a playground bleep, running around talking.
Playground pump.
Talking trash and getting scared, running away from the person that he's fighting. Mayweather is a pretty boy who's scared to get hit because he ran the whole fight. I mean, they do call him the pretty boy for a reason.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a pretty boy for a reason. They call him Pretty Boy Mayweather. They call him Money Mayweather. He has so many doggone nicknames that I can't even pronounce.
They say they box for points. 1 point.
2 points. 3 points. Oh, you missed 4 points.
Add 3 more on that joint.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if you
they give him points for swinging, and he misses, still get points.
Nah, she tags him.
No, somebody he get points.
He didn't get a point for missing. I don't believe he got a point for missing.
Yeah.
I didn't see him get a point for missing. Now, that's your concept. That's your opinion. I don't think he got a point for missing.
A lot of his fights, they would come on TV, and I used to watch it. It just be a big ass disappointment.
It is. It's go 12 rounds real quickly.
It really don't go 12 rounds because it's like be exciting. The undercard be better than that.
Well, I'll take you back to this past weekend, the Friday fight when you seen Rampage go against King Mo.
I haven't seen that match yet.
I've seen that match. I'll talk on that match. King Mo and Rampage fight was a disgrace to MMA and the UFC, period. Why I say that is because of the fact about it is that Rampage backed up. King Mo went aggressive a little bit, tried to get Rampage down. Rampage had a great strategy to back up against the ring because of the fact of the matter is that he didn't want to get taken down real quickly because King Mo would have took him down. Even though Rampage is a big man, no offense to him, he's a big man, but King Mo being as small as he was, he could have knocked him out. Rampage could have knocked him out in the second round or the first round. You just got to give fight history. You didn't go up against him and you didn't try to hit him. You didn't try to swing on him. You backed up in the corner. If you'd have went aggressive at him, and I think you would have knocked him out in the second or third round. But we're going to take comments. George Foreman would whoop Mayweather
Shit, I like
into retirement. George was younger. From David, you can. Well, that's what he said earlier. Rampage is old. His age showed. His age did show, but he still has power in each and every last one of his in his throat.
That weight got to him. That's what it is. He ain't like what he used to be.
Well, Rampage he wasn't that small.
He was that small. He was small.
He's smaller than what he was, but he wasn't that small.
Yeah.
But Rampage could have went in there and still knocked him out. I don't think King Mo had a chance. I don't think he really had a chance in that fight at all, period. But if you really want to get technical with it, King Mo had a good strategy to go in there, try to take him down, get punches for points, like Mayweather, punches for points. So, with that being said, then yeah. What more can you say about it?
What?
So, yeah, that just shows you right there. If Mayweather was to come into the UFC, Conor McGregor being still kind of young.
Who was in the UFC?
Who?
Hold on, you talking about?
Mayweather.
Oh.
If Mayweather was come to fight in the UFC terms,
won't work.
He's not gonna do it.
It won't work.
He's not gonna do it. You know why he's not gonna do it? Because he makes more money in boxing in Las Vegas than he does in the UFC.
Yeah, because UFC will whoop his ass and he won't have no legacy in that job.
He won't have a legacy at all, period. He's what, 39-0?
Who?
Mayweather.
40.
No, he didn't make it to 40.
No, he didn't.
He didn't ever make it to 40. I think he's what, 39-0? And he didn't make it to 40? Because everybody was thinking that he was going to make it to 40 wins and 0 losses? Because he thought he was going to keep boxing, but he retired too quickly?
He retired because he had somebody challenge him. He retired.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want to take you there.
No. What's that guy named that wanted to fight him? That he was laughing at so long. He was laughing at him a lot. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, he was laughing at him a lot. Some underdog. It was the underdog.
I can't think of it. I know you're talking about that.
I know who I'm talking about too, but I can't think of his name right now. That boxer he's a good boxer too. I think he just fought a couple months ago and knocked somebody out in that fight. But when I get back to it, I'll let y'all know when I get back to that information on that fight. From
Broner wanted to fight him too.
That's what it is. And Adrian Broner. David Elliott says he wanted to tie the record, but I think that was that was BS. He wanted to tie the record
What record for what?
for the most wins and no losses.
What, the most runs in the match?
Adrian Broner wanted to fight him, but he didn't want to fight him. He didn't want to fight him. Why run from a fight when you already know you can win it?
Yeah. You want to make it, you worry about the money, that's what it is.
Why worry about the money when you can get the money regardless?
So he don't want to lose a fight and to be dumbfounded afterwards and you can't count shit.
Well, if he loses a fight, period, he still loses money.
He won't get as much, but he still gets some.
If he went down and lost a fight today, he would lose money. Point blank serious. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing else for him to do if he loses a fight. You can't be pretty boy no more. You can't be the Money Mayweather.
He can try to reclaim himself, but that L still won't come up off your record.
That's just like Ronda Rousey feeling them 2 losses that she took.
Oh, she put that on herself.
Well, Ronda Rousey could have came back in there and won, and she could have did her what she wanted to do. I believe that she still has a fighting chance.
Yeah, that too, but when you got a lot of shit on your mind, there's no point in you going fighting.
For David Elliott, I don't think the champ should pick who he fights. The name comes up. The name comes out up the ducket, and you get it out the pocket. I guess he was trying to say out the pocket, and he should fight him.
It ain't like that in boxing no more.
Well, that was when
if I'm the champ, I could pick. Okay, if you the number 1 contender, I'm gonna go pick number 5 over here, beat him, and not gonna take the number 1 contender.
Well, that's trying to keep him healthy. Well, if you remember a such and such movie, Rocky's trainer protected him.
Because if I'm number 1, I want my shot.
Rocky got protected from Mr. T.
Nigga, this movie.
I know that is. I said you remember such and such movie, Rocky. He got protected. What happened to him when he got protected when he came out and fought a real fighter? Got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
My point is exactly.
That's the point.
That is the point.
You got to take the. If I'm number 1, I bust my ass through what 50 motherfuckers just to get to the number 1 spot.
You might not have fight 50 people, but you will.
And I'm just saying. And you gonna turn me down for my number 1? Oh nah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be hell of a pissed.
Yeah, but when you get pissed off, that psychs your mind out. Once you get that title fight.
Yeah, actually make me more eager to whoop your ass.
Yeah, when you get eager to whoop somebody's tail like that, though, I mean, I'm just saying, though. When you get eager like that, you get in the ring, you make mistakes. And then you get knocked out.
Yeah, but if you go on there eager with a plan, it's different.
If you get a plan and you eager to win, then yeah, you might just come out to the winner. Yeah. But Mayweather retired on top.
Outsmart your opponent.
Well, the best man that did that was Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson outsmarted you before you even got to the ring. If you looked away from him, Tyson said, I already got you. I'm already going to knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
But, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the day.
For the day.
Well, not for the day. Probably later on tonight. We'll probably go live again later on tonight.
Chicken wings.
I want to thank my co-host, Mike.
Hi.
I am Mark, and this has been another edition of the Realest Sports Show for the day.
Stay tuned for more. We got more coming.
I'll see y'all later.